I'm just targeting locations where we either have seen them or can see them. And just hope that there's like a bit of collateral. There was an infantry squad in there somewhere. We are turning this bomb site into the moon. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 54 of my Highway 66 campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously, we cleaned up our flanks near Schweinfurt, destroyed all of the reserve units. We left this one disorganized. Today, we're going to be moving over to Gmunden and Maine, where I'm going to take the 2nd Battalion of the 64th Armoured up against the 3rd Battalion of the 68th Guards. It should be a relatively simple battle for these tanks because their targets are just like BMP-2s and T-62s. We will have to be a little bit worried about side shots, but I reckon I can manage it okay. I could also potentially bring in some artillery. We need 2 artillery pieces to deal with these 2 units, and we have 3 total here to choose from. So I think I might just bring in the M109s to give us a hand here, and potentially some extra recon. Alright, let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. So there was a chance there that it would have been a total victory, but I don't want to lose too many Abrams if I can help it, so we're going to try and do our best to avoid that ourselves. This map is a little bit rough for us because Bravo, it's a lot of forest to push through. Alpha, not so bad, and Charlie, not so bad. But yeah, we're going to have to kind of like work our way through this area. Push up to Alpha, push up to Charlie, maybe contest Bravo. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. Okay, let's just get all the Abrams in. And we'll just make a move. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just have these ones go over on this right side. These ones can go to the left. I'll probably follow up with some these recon vehicles just to make sure that we have some eyes. And then I'm not sure what else I need. I mean, I could drop like triple rifle dragon into the town here. That could help us out. Let's do that. And also some supply would be handy. Alright, let's go ahead and launch. Get this underway. Make sure that the recon vehicles are following the leaders.
Let's go. Yes, Captain.
We'll have 3 supply head one way, 3 supply head the other way. I think this is actually a pretty good idea, having the Black Hawks drop off the mech rifles like this. That's going to help us out a lot with just proceeding past the town here. And the other thing I'm going to want to do is bring up M109s, which we'll do every tick, because we have 4 points coming in. There's going to be some sort of recon. We're going to have to take those off again. I could actually keep the Black Hawks around as recon, so we'll do that. Since they do have a decent amount of tanks and a decent amount of APCs, there is a good chance for us to kind of be able to clean this up pretty quickly. I'm going to put the Abrams here. We'll have an Abrams there, an Abrams there. I'll have an Abrams kind of looking down the road, and maybe one a little bit further back here. I don't know what to do with the recon though. I kind of need 2 recon. We need 1 for like down low, and we need 1 for up here. Oh, didn't mean to pause it.
What are your orders, sir?
I thought I had it sped up, but I didn't. Alright, well that does the trick. Takes care of the T-62s. I don't want to keep driving up there if we're going to keep bumping into those. Okay. Nice.
Where do you need us, sir? Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Captain.
Let's push through. Keep moving up the rifles with dragons a little bit. We can see that there are units further back there. That's going to be BMP-2s. Kill.
Enemies nearby. I hear you loud and clear. Good job, gunner. Vulcan, out. Where do you want to deliver?
Well, let's put one of these behind that Abrams.
Good job, gunner. Take move. Watch our flanks. Let's hope there won't be any enemy air defense.
Okay, it's definitely becoming too dangerous for the Black Hawks. They can leave.
Anybody need ammo? Successful hit. I am in charge. Halt! Full speed.
Alright, interesting.
Hunt for commies.
I'm a bit worried about the side shots here. Like potential side shots occurring.
Be careful. Enemies nearby. Ward in. Good job, gunner.
Let's not play with fire there.
At your order.
Just smoke that off, be safe.
Successful hit. Red
And get it fixed up nice and quickly.
It's hot here. Good job, gunner. All am hunting for commies.
Very good.
Move. Commies, right up. Get in formation.
Yeah, really not too much more to go, I don't think.
To the chief. At your orders. Successful hit. Hit. Comes down to the infantryman and his right. This is Red 2. Enemy spotted.
Well, the dragons should be able to do the job there.
Platoon is formed and ready.
That's good. We can keep trying to press up a little bit here.
We've got them. Recon unit, grab the binoculars, Corporal.
I want to try and get into one of these sectors at least to stop the bleeding of the conquest points.
Be careful. Enemies nearby.
Like, better safe than sorry. I think we'll get it done in time regardless, but
It's hot here.
you never know.
Yes, Captain. Roger. Back up, Red 6.
Ooh, I can still see that.
All ammo spent. Red 6.
Because they only fired when I got close, I assumed that if I backed up they would lose line of sight, but they didn't.
Yes, sir. Be careful. Enemies nearby.
That was a bit of a risk.
Good job, gunner.
Oh, it's so nice to just be able to one-shot everything with these Abrams. It's been a while, and we've been playing around with Leopards and stuff.
If the enemy is in range,
The M1A ones are just so good in comparison. I'll put a mech rifle in the church. We'll get a bit of elevation that we can maybe see things around us with.
enemy spotted. Ryan, get down. But we've got them. We'll find them, and then we'll kill them. Oh!
And we're going to have to be careful there.
Platoon ready, sir. Successful hit. Start the engine. We're moving.
But we're down to 21 morale.
I hear you loud and clear. Combat speed, driver.
We'll shift the Abrams forwards just a little bit.
Be careful. Enemies nearby. Ready, sir. Good job, gunner.
I just didn't want these Vesvesvitica to like jump back and get a side shot onto the M1A one. If I can do this perfectly, then I should. We could probably just bring up the artillery now to just help out a little bit. Because like a unit like that, we can just arty.
Hunting for commies.
But that looks like it's going to come forward, so the Abrams will kill it.
Damn, that was close. Let's go, quickly. Good job, gunner. Combat speed, driver.
Good. The more T-62s we can take out, the better.
Red 6, reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
Keep fixing these up, that is important. And we'll make sure to bring up some more. I'll also get some supply that can resupply these infantry.
Waiting for. Damn, that was close. Be careful. Enemies nearby. Back up.
Oh no, the route isn't really bad. That's side shots.
Adjusting on target.
Can't save that one.
Good job, gunner. Take red.
That's just my bad for not having the recon in line of sight. It's annoying because this one looks like it should be able to see, but obviously couldn't.
Do you have a target, Captain. We'll find them, and then we'll kill them. Is there something you want burned out there?
Guess what I could do as well is just like arty these buildings preemptively. Right, let's not just take that to the face.
Take cover, Lieutenant! Tank ready.
Have these Abrams move up and engage that.
Ignite, gentlemen. We're going in. Yes, sir. It's hot here.
Okay, let's kill this last T-62M there. I'm hoping that we killed that one. Nice, we got it.
Waiting for instruction. I have nothing else planned this afternoon. I hear you loud and clear. Damn, it's successful again.
The amount they missed was actually kind of crazy.
At your orders. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
Okay, where are my supply trucks? We move them into the town. Got some fresh Abrams up here.
Burned out there?
Let's just counter battery, I suppose, as well. That's another 2 points for free.
Target neutralized.
There's actually only one. Oh, okay. Well, we hit other things as well. Perfect. That works. One Abrams went down. Yeah, probably better than the Order Resolve. Cool. We could... I was going to say we could hopefully follow that up with another attack. That would have been great. But we can't. We're just shy. We can't really move away from here because they can still sweep through with their full action points. So, yeah, I don't think I want to move them up. Alright, next up then. 1st Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 11. Jaeger Battalion coming in from the other side, bring up the Aviation Brigade, bring up some artillery, then we bring in the A-10s. So A-10s is going to be the 91st Tactical Fighter Squadron, because the other one is 5 out of 8 fatigue. I mean, both of them can actually engage this turn regardless, so that's cool. Let's have a quick look at the map. Oh, perfect map. Let's go wipe them out. It's very much just going to be like walk forwards and recon, and then have air support come in. So recon, recon, recon. Recon in there. Recon in here. I will definitely put some like Jaegers in the town. Oh, Jaeger Aufkader in there as well. Good. Might put a couple maybe here. Yeah, otherwise, tow Cobras to just kind of hold the roads for us.
Someone need a guardian angel?
And then we bring in A-10s for anything bigger. We'll just get the A-10s ready. I'll bring in some Jaegers that can push up the left side there, because we're actually going to need to put pressure onto the Alpha flag, and we have loads of Jaegers, so we can push up there nice and easy.
Wen sollen wir mitnehmen? Sammel, Geräuschdisziplin. Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant? Los, Männer, Beeilung! Betankt und aufmunitioniert. Oculus Exercitus.
All of these can just slowly move their way up.
Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Wir sind ganz Ohr.
Especially if we can't see anything.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard. What are the orders?
Get the A10s out. We'll get a couple of them good to go.
Halt. Abhocken und Beobachtungshalten. I got a hit! Brace yourself, we're flying in. Raven 4, waiting for action. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Bomber ready.
Just knock all of those out.
Roger. Redeploying. Out. Hit!
We don't have many kills to get, so should be pretty simple.
Going there.
Lovely strike from the A10 there.
It's hot up there.
Oh, we got hit by
Ready to attack control.
man pads.
Melde Zug zur Stelle. Going there.
Make sure we don't turn into them.
Wir sind ganz Ohr. Enemy at 3
Need to try and spot that man pad if I can.
Touchdown.
Good kill from the A10. Okay.
Wir sind bereit, die Kampf.
Let's just get the Unimogs out of there. These can all unload and start pushing up.
Hier dort, Feind dort.
We'll bring up the Jägerführer to accompany those.
Any target?
Okay, we can see the Strela there. We'll just strafe it.
It's hot up there.
Alright. Well, that's like a shulker or something. Let's just have these leave. Both of them have done a decent job.
Enemy at 3 o'clock.
Now we just need to get eyes on that AA so we can engage that. Bow Cobras can keep doing their thing.
Sammelt, halt. Abhocken und Beobachtungshalten. Los, los, los.
We're going to have to fall back a little bit there. Let's just get the Cobra over ASAP.
Feind gesichtet. Someone need a guardian angel? Bomber ready.
A10 out again. Just plenty more targets for the next A10. We also have loads of artillery targets, so we should just get some of those out as well. So we'll do 3 and 3, and then we'll make them 2 groups.
Enemy at 3 o'clock high.
Let's have 4 groups.
I got a hit. On my way to coordinates. Out. What are the orders? Der Aufklärer nebeneinander. Halt. Abhocken und beobachten. Enemy at 3 o'clock high.
Right, there's the Shulker.
Need
Good
some
target
extra firepower?
for
Adjusting
the artillery.
Roger. Redeploying. Out. Waiting for fire coordinates. Yes, Captain. 10 degrees up. Fire. Moving on to new firing position.
Make sure these are all moving after they fire.
Raven 4, waiting for action. 5. Kompanie bereit.
Make sure all these Aufklärer are on return fire. Right, there's the M110s going to work.
Bites the dust.
Beautiful.
Ready to fire. Target neutralized. AG loaded. Gib mir Morphium! Gib mir Morphium!
Good kills.
Ready to attack.
Right, now we come in for a nice run with the A10.
I need that tail rotor checked.
There are going to be more tanks. Let's hit those instead.
Open your eyes.
Perfect.
Gun ready, sir. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Is there something you want burned out there?
Let's come back around for that one on the move there. The Avenger can hit the Mudshitten as well. Or did they just pick them up? Often see the AI reload onto things. That artillery in the distance.
Bullseye. Any target? Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Another one bites the dust.
This is very cool. Alright, we'll let that one leave. Let's keep moving up with the
Geräuschdisziplin.
recon here. Got plenty of artillery that's going to be able to take out anything we find. Jaegers are still making good ground. Let's just unload the leader and have it follow. Right, another A10 can come out.
Enemy at 3 o'clock
I say about the A10s is they're a bit more reactive rather than the artillery.
ready to fire.
Not really where I want to fire though, which is fortunate. I could bring in some OH-58 scouts, but they're kind of risky to use when there's a lot of man pads around because they only take one shot and then they're dead. So just walking forwards, recon on the ground is probably still the best way for me to do this. Oh, there's the T-55s on the left there, we can engage those.
Ready to fire. 10 degrees up. Fire. Feind gesichtet.
Cool.
Going there. Hit.
Very nice. Double man pad.
Squadron ready. Los, los, los. Another one bites the dust. Go on.
Weren't able to save them in time. That's unfortunate. Let's just make sure these move. We've only got one more shot each. I used 3 shots on those. It's not good. I might still be able to strafe the others. Yeah, especially in the rear. Nice. Okay, only one more to kill. That's out of ammo. It's out of ammo. Well, I'll tell you what, the A10s did a fantastic job this match.
Where do you need us, sir?
Cobras
10 degrees up.
are just doing their thing.
Ready to pound them, sir.
Alright, we just want to hit that T-55. And if the artillery gets the kills in the meantime, that's great as well.
3 o'clock high.
Actually, we might get the kills up here. If we kill the T-55 with the...
Used up all our ammo, sir.
Ah, that works. There we go. Alright, that was fun. That was a nice battle. Really nice battle. Yeah, great A10 pilots there. Yeah, taking the A10s was a good choice. Right, now we want to do it again with the Jaegers on the bottom side. So I think what we do is we move the armored battalion over. We bring the Jaeger battalion up here. We're going to hit the 3rd Battalion of the Mudschützen Regiment 16. We have all of the artillery to use. It's going to be a similar-ish map. It's a bit harder. Plenty of recon, plenty of infantry. Do I need A10s this time around? I'm not sure I do. I think for this one, we just go in with the artillery. Let's tactical battle. We'll jump on in. This is going to be like MLRS heaven. So we just whack down all of the fobs. That one's over a road. Put one there, put one here. And then we didn't get the good side or the easier side for. I mean, this side I think I prefer when I'm attacking with armor, but I prefer the other side when I'm attacking with infantry because I can put infantry quite far up in the middle of the map. Whereas now we don't really have as much good cover. It's going to be very awkward. Anyway, we're going to drop off some scouts everywhere. We'll do scouts on the right here. We'll do scouts, I guess, in the middle here. We'll try and get one into the high rise. We'll get one into this building and one onto there. Okay, that'll do. And then we need to back them up. So probably do like a Jägeraufkader. That one. Maybe a Jägeraufkader in here.
Someone need a guardian angel?
We can do Milans all over the place. Like I can pop a Milan in here. The reason I want to spread out the Milans is because of the T-55s. They can just run over my recon infantry if I let them, so trying to avoid that as much as possible. Do 3 Jaegers to try and move into this building or these buildings here. I'll do 3 that try and contest that. I'll do 3 that kind of just sit back down here. The Jägeraufkader that goes in there. Alright, then it's just artillery. So got all of the field supply points down, so we'll just spread out artillery on the back line. Okay, let's go ahead and launch. Yeah, the Emma show. That's what it's going to be. How many do we have here? 9. I can just tab through and give these individual targets. Only got to get 60 kills, so shouldn't take too long. I actually do want to bring up a leader. We'll do a Jägerführer just to capture that.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard. Yes, Captain. Waiting for instructions.
If I can get up there, that would be fantastic.
Ready, sir. Enemy at 3 o'clock high. Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an.
Well, there's our first target.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant.
Grab the binoculars, Corporal. Radio check. Red 1-6. Over.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen. Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann.
Get all the transports out of there. Like all the Unimogs, everything.
Artillery at your orders. Adjusting with target.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. We've used up all our ammo, sir.
The way we're doing this, basically, just for one Radvedka squad.
Ready to fire.
Thing is, quite often the AI likes to kind of congregate.
Changing position. Out. Enemy fire.
See, we're not far off.
Moving on to their firing position. 10 degrees up. Fire. Used up all our ammo, sir. Artillery at your orders.
We're just kind of mistiming it a little bit at the moment. This is ridiculous though.
Another one points the best.
This HG is not going to do too much damage to these tanks unless it gets direct hits. You can see there, that's starting to certainly hurt quite a bit. As the extra artillery now comes in. Okay, give me more. More rocket artillery. Anytime we see something,
Target neutralized.
we might as well just throw loads of MLRS at it.
Adjusting on
Here,
target.
here, here. All good targets.
Ready to fire. Is there something you want burned out there? Enemy spot. Gun ready, sir. Waiting for fire. Some extra firepower.
Looks like I'm gonna need more Milans.
Target neutralized.
We'll bring up Unimogs for these.
Yes, Captain. Adjusting on target. Enemy spot. Verdammt, das hat einen erwischt. Yes, Captain.
Feind vernichtet.
Geräuschdisziplin werden beschossen. Gun ready, sir. Adjusting on target.
Just hit that building.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
Neue Befehle.
We're not gonna get the Yegav cut out of there in time. That is unfortunate.
Used up all our ammo, sir. Need some extra
Feind vernichtet.
ready to fire. Artillery at your orders. Used up all our ammo, sir. AG loaded, ready to fire. Yes, sir. Is there something you want burned out there? Enemy fire. 10 degrees up. Fire. Ready to fire.
This is so silly.
Adjusting the mark. All our ammo, sir. Target neutralized.
It's like proper rocket spam.
Used up all our ammo, sir. Do you have a target, Captain? Used up. We stop here.
We're being counter batteried.
Feind vernichtet.
Not counter battered, it's just going for my Milans, but
AG loaded, ready to
we'll
fire.
make sure to target that.
Artillery at your orders.
Sally!
I'm gonna have to deploy these generally further back by the looks of things.
Going there, ready to fire.
Otherwise we're short on range.
Ready to fire.
Another nice thing about these M270s is they're all 2 vet, so they actually reload really fast. Artillery is specifically targeting my Unimog rather than the Milan. I'm not sure.
Target neutralized. Yes, sir. 10 degrees up. Fire.
Drauf, drüber.
Well, so far so good. We got more Milans into position, so that's good. These guys can push over to the right here.
Do you have a target, Captain? 10 degrees up. Fire.
I'll put both of those onto the T-55s.
Roger. Changing position. Now. Target neutralized.
Okay, good. We're hitting some of the reinforcements as well.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
This side's just going to erupt into explosions shortly. 4 fresh M270s opening up.
Target neutralized. All our ammo, sir. Another one points the nose.
There it is.
Yes, sir. 10 degrees up. Fire. Yes, sir.
Feind vernichtet.
AG loaded. Ready to fire. Need some extra firepower? Sie wünschen, Hauptmann?
I'm just targeting locations where we either have seen them or can see them. And just hope that there's like a bit of collateral. There was an infantry squad in there somewhere. We are turning this bomb site into the moon. My Unimog supply got killed off.
Firepower?
It's sad.
Fine. Moving on to new firing position. Good ready, sir. Roger. Changing position. At your orders, Captain.
Oh, my leader never actually went in the sector here.
Im Vorfeld, bereit machen.
Waiting for instruction.
We're double hitting this with artillery any second.
Ready to fire. Waiting for fire coordinates. We're rolling. Adjusting on target. We've used up all our ammo, sir.
And that next attack from these two is going to be utterly ruthless.
Artillery at your orders. AG loaded. Ready to fire. Okay. Target neutralized. Artillery at your orders. Yes, sir. Is there something you want to burn down there?
Oh, those two are firing away.
Ammo, sir.
That's going to hit
One points the nose.
so good. Oh, there it is. The BMP-1's getting absolutely annihilated by the epic amounts of MLRS. So cool. Very, very nice.
Firepower. AG loaded. Ready to fire. We're rolling.
Can bring it even more as well. It's the crazy thing about this.
Another one points the nose.
I could flatten almost the entire map.
Yes, Captain. Flight is extensive. Adjusting on target.
The amount of MLRS that I'm bringing in right now.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
I think I can just
Adjusting on
hit all of
target.
that area. If there's anything in those trees, they're going to be dead.
Used up all our ammo, sir. Another one.
There it is. Gosh. Thing is, this isn't going to hit anything now. Oh, okay. Did it something? I was expecting, like, almost to send all of that artillery away, and then it just not hit anything. Would have been kind of funny. One Jaeger Avkara went down. Poor chap. But otherwise, solid attack. Okay, good. Alright, so, with that done, I mean, there's another attack to be made with the Jaeger Battalion, 100%. be a missed opportunity if we didn't just attack like this, bring in some air support. That's gonna cause them to like bring in basically everything that they have left, and we could probably get some serious damage done with that engagement. That would be awesome. I'm just really annoyed that we can't finish off the 3rd Battalion, the 68th. But yeah, there's a good opportunity here for mass destruction to give us way more points. Like, I'm basically trying to optimize this as much as possible to see how well we can win this campaign, because every turn they get points, and that reduces our chance of a total victory. So we want to try and like get this within the next turn or so, and also if we flip a flag or two, then it's going to be even better, right? I'm not sure we're actually going to get to Fulda, but we might get to Bad Kittingen next turn. It really depends on what happens with the 2nd Battalion of the 243rd Guards. Alright, well, unfortunately guys, it has been my time, so I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will attack here once more. I'll then distribute the forces just to make sure that things aren't getting attacked that shouldn't be. And then we'll make sure to go up the highway here towards Bad Orb, smash the remaining infantry that are in the way. We can then continue up here with some of these troops and just clean out everything that's in between. And then it looks like the Germans are going to have a hard time, the West Germans, pushing onto Fulda. So that's going to require potentially some air support to get through the copious amounts of T-80s once again. Yeah, there's plenty more stuff to just destroy up the top here as well. Like, that's a free kill, for example. Those 2 are free kills. So we're going to have at least another 3 points this turn. I mean, if it can get to the point where, next turn we just click the button and it finishes the campaign, then that might be the case. It really just depends if we can get 6 more kills. Or actually, no, we need more than that. We need 16 more kills. Okay, yeah, that's a bit far off. Alright, well, either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.